and welcome to the show. I am here today doing something we haven't done for a long time on this channel. I'm going to do an overtaking challenge. We're on Raceroom with Super Touring cars because, well, I'm a very big fan of Super Touring cars, funnily enough. And I think the Renault Leguna has just come out on the game. Oh, it came out very recently. Which is what I'm going to be driving, one of my favourite Super Tourings. Not quite as much as the Mondeo, but, you know, it's very, very cool. My challenge, if you've not seen one of these before, I used to do this a long, long time ago. Basically, we have a very big grid. There are 32 cars here. I am going to be starting at the back of said grid. My goal is to try and get as far up through the field as I can, but this is touring car racing. A lot can go on between now and the end of the race. Chaos might help me, because it'll slow down the AIs. It might hinder me, because I might get involved in it. I'm going to try and not get involved in it, but there we go. The track we're racing around, this is Mantorp. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I do apologise. I believe it's Swedish. Track I've never come across before, but it's actually a very good little touring car circuit. Very good fun to drive around here. It's going to be busy through here on the first lap, trying to sneak away past an Audi, which is not quite happening. Now, the next corner is going to be entertaining on the first lap. It's a quick chicane, but, oh, there's a spun. There's a spun. There's cars everywhere. Perhaps unsurprisingly, things have got... well, there was going to be chaos at some point, and it's happened immediately, probably at the most likely corner for chaos. We then have this long back straight into what is probably the best overtaking opportunity you're going to get on the circuit. Big braking zone into a hairpin, although you can chuck the car in with surprising speed through here, and it'll sort of hook up mid-corner. We then got a mostly flat-out turn coming up here. Sometimes I might have a little lift to try and set the car up a little better for the next corner. Fairly big braking zone down here. The AI have actually been a bit chaotic at the start. They're being more chaotic. Ooh, hello. Backwards. It has been very touring car-y at the start of this, and then we're into the final turn. It's a short lap around here, relatively short lap around here. I couldn't have asked for a much better start to the race in terms of we're already up to 17th place, having been able to avoid the chaos that has gone on. We have lost some time, probably not as much time as we could have lost to the leaders. You know, we're always going to be losing time because we've got a lot of cars between us and them. So, you know, we're going to probably lose time early on fighting and hopefully be able to make time up later on once we get going through the chicane. Now, that curb on the inside is nasty, to say the least. Yes, you absolutely can. And I have plenty of times while learning this track rolled cars off of it. These Super Touring cars will very much roll. They're going to back off side by side. That's not really helpful for me. Yeah, I don't really want them. I don't really want it. Oh, that's got a bit too... Not quite got the turning point right there. Them fighting side by side is a bit of a problem for me in some ways. It makes it more difficult for me looking for a way past. Can I send it up the inside here? Oh, we can. There's a bit of a clonk on the door. BMW, I think we were pretty fair. BMW more turned into us than anything there, but we got through it one way or another. And that puts us up into 16th place. We're going to need to be, if we're going to, winning this is very, very difficult. We're going to need to do more overtakes a lap if we are going to be winning, but that's, you know, if we can get past at least one car a lap, that would be good. Now, lap time wise, I can get into the 18s around here on a good run, but in traffic, that's going to be difficult. So we will have pace. We will be able to do stuff. And the AI, I mean, not... Ooh, that's good. Okay, we got over that curve quite nicely. The AI are going to slow each other down. They are fighting themselves for position. Some of the cars further back, they're going to be spread out from the early collisions. Possibly going to have some clean air and be going relatively quickly. We've lost the BMW that we were racing with. We're going to go to the inside here. Go for a big dive under brakes. I slightly overcooked it. Volvo's going to fight back, damn it. Lock the brakes up a little bit. Trying to not lock the brakes is easier said than done. We are not going for as bigger a brake into that corner. I've got to make sure I cover though. Going for that if we're going for that dive, I don't want, in fact the Volvo's made a mistake on its own. I saw it in the rear view mirror. That's fine, that's given me some space now. I can take the line I want through the final corner. I go for quite a late turn in for the final turn, which is great for getting this run, as we're going to see on the Audi. Problematic is that it encourages the AI to go for an overtake on you. So I've got to be careful taking that line if there are any cars around me. We can have a look there. We're not really going to get a pass done through that section. That's the corner I'm probably slowest at on the circuit. AI behind is having a bit of a sniff as well. Ooh. Okay, that was a bit too committed. I really like the chicane onto this straight. It's great fun. It's quick. You have to be brave through it. However, the penalty for being a bit too brave is you fall over, or in that case, become a motorbike. Okay, that's better braking into the hairpin. We can get on the power, bit of understeer from the front-wheel drive touring car. We might be able to set this up. I'm going to be far enough back that I'm not going to get held going into here. Can I launch it to the inside? Oh, we locked the rears. I think there's a Volvo back up the inside. I can't see it. I lost sight of it. There it is. Damn it. I might be able to throw it up the inside into the final corner, though. It's the slightly wonky line. Where's the Volvo gone? I lost it again. I can't see where it is. I think it's still on the outside. Okay, no, we've done it. We got the pass. Worked for that one. We have made it stick. It's a little sort of tap on the brakes, downshift, and sort of roll our way into the first turn here. Carry a lot of speed, but I'm not going to be close enough. Yeah, this corner, I think I take too tighter a line through a lot of it. Although I've been relatively good through there this time around. We're right on the tail of the Vectra. Not gonna get a pass done into the chicane. We're almost a little bit too close. We get a very close inspection on the back of the Vectra there as we will run down the straight. This is where I want to be for, in theory, they can go around the outside of this hairpin as well if you get it right. We've just got to be brave under brakes. Not too brave. Yeah, again, a little bit of a lock-up, but we've got off the brakes in time. This moves us up into 12th place. Okay, we're slowly making the progress. We're slowly doing it. If we could get into like the top 5, I'd be relatively happy with that. There's a big group of cars up ahead. Oh, that's a little too aggressive over the curve there. That we can hopefully start. The leaders aren't actually a million miles away, but we have got to, work our way through this. I was again asking for a bit of trouble. Plato's gone for an overtake on a Vectra. We are pulling clear of the car behind. Not a bad lap considering we were overtaking during it as well. Got that corner wrong. Haven't quite got the turn in right through here, but it's fine. These lot are all fighting one another, which is actually helping me a little bit. Try to see if I can spot the leader. Don't look too far ahead. Focus on what we've got to do here. That's the important bit. We are close. We're at a better distance to the cars ahead here, so that I can launch it through there with some commitment on the exit and actually make the most of my run. Last time around we were too stuck behind the Vectra. The Vauxhall, or the Opel is the one here, is good top speed though, despite the fact we got a better run. That thing was pulling on us again by the end of the straight, but it's not going to be able to do anything. We can shove the car down the inside. We will have the run on the exit. We know they're not going to be able to fight back there. Okay, that's 11th place. Plato. Oh, no, we've got to try and pass Jason Plato for 10th. Ooh, okay, I've got that stop. Where will we find it? My best... I'm going to say my best bet's out of the final corner, get a good run on the start-finish. I'm a little bit worried, the Vectra. I think it's going to be far enough back that I can take this wider line. Yeah, it's not close enough. All the Volvos. Two Volvos got a little bit tangled and slowed each other down. That's advantage me, but I'm not close enough to have a look here. Although we might be able to. They really do slow each other down. Can we get this one around the outside here? It's the inside for the next section. Or there is another Renault on the outside, but I think we've done it. Yeah, we have. The Volvos helped us out there. Them battling each other slowed down Plato's Laguna, which has just allowed me to slot my car through. Ran a little bit wide on the exit there. We have got a great run as well now. We're into 10th. This should be 9th if we can get this one right. Hopefully. Try and get some slipstream from the brick ahead. It's not quite going. We have made very, very good progress, actually. I was looking at how many laps we've still got to go. Yeah, it's not bad. We've got up to this far. There are still plenty of gaps further up to negotiate if we can get past. We get past this Volvo. There's two cars ahead and then there's a bit of a gap to the next group, so we'll get a couple of laps of relative freedom if we got there. I wanted to go for the inside, but it's not quite going to happen. This is a difficult pass to pull off. Not going to try that one. Too likely to get just run out of road through there. Can I launch it to the inside at the final turn? We can. I was going to go for my preferred... Again, I want to go for my preferred line, get the sort of straighter run onto the straight. However, couldn't do it because there was the S40 sniffing around behind us, so I daren't risk that. Daren't risk that moment through there. Right. We have got a little bit of clean air through here. Where is the Volvo behind? Okay, it's going to be too far. It's not going to be trying to get to the inside there. That's fine. I can take a normal line through this section. We can be relatively brave down here. I don't want to run... I don't want to clatter the curb too hard and flip it. Don't want to run too wide on our way through there. Next lap, we should catch the group ahead. That's the goal. I'm not going to pass them this lap. We're going to get to them by the end of this lap, I think. And at the start of the next one, we will be... Although they are now starting to fight each other, which helps me out massively. Some of these liveries I recognise. Some of them I do not. I mean, the Lagunas, very much so. Although some of these are Super Touring cars, but I'm not sure. They're not all BTCC cars. I don't know where some of these raced. I think I saw one of the cars had an STCC, Scandinavian Touring car, sticker on the back of it. So that sort of livery I wouldn't recognise. That Honda, I think it's a Honda there with a Sprite livery. Don't remember the livery, but it looks cool. We are going to go for... Oh, turned in too soon. Whoa. Okay, we turned in too soon. The Volvo was spinning. I'm going to say the Volvo was spinning on its own a bit there on the grass. I was not expecting that to suddenly come across. Oh, and I've gone way too deep into turn one through there. That's way too much commitment. Right, it's been a bit scruffy from me all of a sudden. That's not ideal. We don't want that. Let's just try and compose ourselves through there. I was busy. Yeah. Field is now definitely spread out after the issue with the Volvo there. We are... maximum attack again through there, so we're up to 7th. 6th is doable. Podium is challenging. We're going to have a couple of monstrous laps. If we pass the Honda this lap, we are going to have a couple of absolutely mind-blowing laps. We can definitely reel it in here, and I'm hoping... we're not going to be close enough, are we? I'm hoping we can be flat through this next corner and maybe dive the Honda into the braking zone. Down here, we do get it stopped. Honda is going to look to the outside. We'll give it space. There was plenty of space on the outside. Did not force that car off the road. The Honda just opted to try a incredibly brave pass. Did not come off in the end for them. Right, we have got 7 seconds. We've got a long way to go to catch the leader. In fact, the whole top 5 are quite close together. So this is going to be a tall order, and it's going to require no mistakes, which is, you know, always a challenge. I'm still taking too tighter a line through there, really. Not ideal. Oh, right, bravery. Bravery down here has gone wrong. I'm going to lock the brakes again a little bit too much on the way in. I just hear the hear the scrabbling of tyres. And we have not got long, so I've got to push the car like crazy, but that then does run the risk of adventures, shall we say. This one here is this corner is one of those that you jive on the brakes at the 100-metre board and it does not feel like it's ever going to stop, but you do. I think there's a slight banking on the corner that helps get the cars to turn in. I'm turning too soon down here. That's not ideal. We'll have a little bit of a lift as we're on the slight wrong line through there, but it's fine. We are definitely gaining ground on the cars ahead. We're very slowly but surely catching the car ahead. It's not been the cleanest lap I could have ever managed. If we get there, it's going to be the final lap. We're going to maybe have a chance to do something on. It's not going to be much than the 19.5. We need the 18s if we're going to... Yeah, there is more pace. This is not the best lap I've ever done. Not by a long way, but... come on. Come on, Renault. You can do this. If the AIs start fighting each other, that'd be really helpful as well. Anything to help slow them down in my pursuit of an unlikely podium. That's a little two-wheel moment. That's okay. that one was sort of a Knock Hill-esque two-wheel moment. The curbs are vicious on this one. They really are vicious. We are I mean, we don't gain a huge amount through the first sector. It's really the second sector of the lap is where I can gain on them. Might be not as good through there as we could have been. Oh, yeah, I really, really need to see them start fighting each other. Be really helpful if we're going to stand a chance of reeling them in and finding a way past here. Come on, Renault again. We've got it down to a couple of seconds. That's another slightly iffy final. It's the overdriving it. I'm just locking the brakes ever so slightly. It's a 19.2. I mean, we are, of course, we are gaining here. It's just not enough quite yet. The Volvo is not close enough. Well, the two Volvos, I think, ahead are not close enough to really be slowing each other down. That was a little bit too wide. Come on, we can be brave into this chicane one more time. We've got through it nicely. Nah. They're tantalisingly close. However, it is not going to be enough. I'm going to say that the time lost early on was perhaps a little bit too much for us to ever regain, and we are not going to be able to quite catch up. We gave it a damn good fight though through there. It's, I don't know, a couple more laps. If I'd had ideal laps, I think even if I'd driven absolutely perfectly. Oh, I don't know, the 850's got itself in trouble through here. It was having a dive, it was having its own battle. I'm not sure I'm quite here. Yeah, if I had a slightly better lap, maybe I could have got the 850 at the end there. There's an 18.9 to finish, or 19.0. That was a good race, I enjoyed that one. Oh, the Super Touring cars, funnily enough, are very, very good fun. They are very, very good fun indeed. This track is cool as well. I really like this circuit. It's one I've never driven before, one I've never come across before. However, it was a huge amount of fun. There is, I'm not quite sure what car won. There was a Laguna in second. I say not sure, I forgot there was the bloody logo right next to it, but you know. Sorry. Oh dear. No, it's the Volvo. There's a lot of Volvos up at the front. All the Volvos. Yeah, there we go. Oh, good fun racing. This one, really good fun racing. I enjoyed it immensely. Raceroom, like, it's fun to be back on, I say, on the Sims and so on. So yeah, I very much enjoyed having a go with this, and it's great to see some Super Touring cars, as they are very, very cool race vehicles that you do not see all too often in games. A lot of fun to race. Interesting, unusual circuit that, yeah, again, never really come across before, but made for some very good touring car action. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.